And I want to put in a plug. If you are interested in being a member of the Lobby Corps, see Ann Hanger. You don't need to be in Columbus. Through the miracle of modern technology, you can monitor legislation, provide your written testimony, and craft those action alerts from anywhere in Ohio. So we invite you, if you're at all interested, talk with Ann sometime today. Also, see Ann if you'd like your name added to the email list for Lobby Lunch. Right, we have Lobby Lunch the second and fourth Tuesdays of each month at the Downtown Metropolitan Library. It is just a chance to bring your brown bag and hear the scoop from the experts about what's going on at the State House. And it's a very interactive session and very informative. We began combining State House Day and Council in 2008. And you have a remarkable day ahead, and I'd like to introduce Scott Britton, who is the chair of this year's State House Day, and gives an overview, and has worked tirelessly for months. Scott?
Well, thank you, May. It's good to be back with the State League. I took a couple of years off to be a stay-at-home dad and to work on my local league, and I am vice president for advocacy there. So advocacy is really my kind of heart and soul in terms of what I care about with the league. We do some important work, and I think State House Day really gives us an opportunity to celebrate that work and to focus on the issues that are affecting all of us across Ohio because of what's going on at the State House. So I hope everybody got a notebook. I think there might be a couple different colors of notebooks floating around, but I just wanted to take you briefly through the contents so you get a good feel for the vast amount of information that's been prepared for you today. In front of the tab are materials relating to advocacy and State House Day, and behind the tab at the end of the notebook are the materials relating to State Council. And I hope that visitors and delegates alike will take a look at the information there, because it's all helpful. But the State House Day background materials, we have a list in addition to the schedule that you see that lists what's happening when and where. We've got a welcome from Meg and a list of workshops that we're offering today. We're not offering a lot of workshops because we really wanted to hone in on what we thought were the most critical areas for league focus. And so healthcare, education, an update on the lawsuit settlement this morning, as well as a really interesting workshop, something I don't think we've done before. We're bringing Terry Pastica in from Chicago, who's talked to a few of you, I think, with local leagues that have had some particular success with local advocacy campaigns. And she's going to talk specifically about how to jumpstart that local advocacy campaign if you need some tools. And I think she's got a lot of great information to share. And also an appointment retention election system, kind of an update on our judicial reform work that Nancy Brown is going to offer. So I think we've got a great list of workshops. Information about the presenters follows that. And then we've got a very impressive 6-page summary prepared by Nancy on the advocacy activities engaged in by the league since June 1st of 2009, roughly since the convention last year. And that's an important piece of work to take a look at, because it really illustrates, first of all, I think the value for the money that you're getting for the PMP. It illustrates just the tireless work of both the volunteers and the staff at the state level who are out there. And this is, keep in mind, this is just one area. This is just the advocacy piece that the State League is doing. But there's a lot of information here about what's been done. And then many of our Lobby Corps members that Meg earlier introduced put together issue papers, 1 to 2 pages on that issue about what is happening now, what is the most crucial information that you need to know about that issue at the State House. And if you are passionate about 1 or 2 of these subjects, I recommend that you get in touch with the lobbyists that Meg introduced earlier, because they are amazing resources. If you haven't met them yet, please track them down, try to spend some time during the breaks with them. Keep in touch with them, because we're always looking for more folks who are interested in helping us keep an eye on these issues. So lots of information. And then at the back of this, before we get to the tab, just a few do's and don'ts for lobbying. You might want to take a quick look at those before we meet with our legislators for the reception this afternoon. And some information prepared by Al Rosenfield, more information about doing local advocacy, how to get what you want from local government. So some helpful pointers there if you're trying to jumpstart some of that work at your local level. Behind the tab, we've got information for State Council, and like I said, delegates and visitors are invited to look at this very carefully. Procedural guidelines and bylaws, nothing too surprising there, but some good reports from our member engagement and development committees. You can see, in addition to advocacy, what we're working on, our issues and education committee, and then, of course, the membership numbers, so you can look at where we're heading, trending in that direction, and the budget, which is the main piece of business that will be discussed and passed at council. So that is an overview of the notebook. As you know, usually at State House Day we have appointments with our legislators, but this year, since it's our 90th anniversary, we are bringing them to us. We have a really impressive response rate, I think, from legislators, and we'll be going over that list later on. But if you do not know who your state senator or state representative, who they are, we do have some legislative directories out front so that you can look them up. But we've got quite a few coming. We want to match you up. We want you to take this opportunity to talk to them. The 90th anniversary is a great icebreaker, but talk to them about the issues that are important to you, to your local league, to your state league. This is really the chance to have that FaceTime, that one-on-one opportunity with them, and to eat a little cake while you're doing it. So please enjoy the day. We've got lots of staff: Deidre Reese, Charisse Armstead, Mary Helen Hart, and Ann Nelson, and myself, who know fairly well what's going on around here today, and we would be glad to help you as well as the state board members. So please ask us if you have questions or have needs, and please enjoy the day, put it to good use, network, and let's celebrate our 90th anniversary.